Hi guys, this is Tony here from Metal Ruse. You're about to sit down and enjoy an interview I just did um, over there. And so do like and subscribe so you can get all this straight into your streaming and into your consciousness as soon as it arrives. So enjoy the interview, and I will. Over to you, Tony.
Um, Looking forward to chatting to you, my friend. Which is
Waking up at 6 in the morning, talk metal. Let's go,
Yeah,
huh?
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're coming to Australia again very soon.
Yep,
Was that very
January.
soon? January, on the back of a new album.
Yes, very excited.
Mm.
Very
Yeah,
excited.
yeah,
Plus Nailbomb also on the bill as well. So that's a plus. Super excited. Bring those two bands to Australia. Nailbomb, of course, a classic. Cult band.
yeah,
Great record to play. The Point Blank songs. And then Chama, Soulfly's new album, it's straight out of the oven, man.
yeah, yeah. Fresh.
It's hot.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great album. It's just I can't believe it's 13th album already.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It just feels like
I stopped counting at 8.
yeah. I bet you did.
That's what I'm not counting anymore.
Oh dear. So what? So it comes out October 24th, which is not far away. Uh, what is I know Chama means fire in Portuguese, yeah?
Yeah, flame.
Yeah. Flame, sorry, flame. Is that was that a deliberate theme for the album? Like was that was
Yeah, I mean it's borrowed from a UFC fighter named Alex Pereira. He says that a lot, Shama, when he fights, and I
mm,
love the word. I love the power of the word. It's one word. I mean, it has double meaning. Means flame, but also means to call somebody if you want to fight somebody or call spirits or something. So
mm,
I just thought it was a great name. It's an exotic name. Everybody can say it. Pretty much, it's an easy word to say.
mm.
Um, but it's very exotic and very soulfly. It's like one of those soulfly
Yes.
things. One word. Um, but to me, it does mean the flame. Reconnecting with the original soulfly flame of the early era of soulfly.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there was two different distinct eras, isn't there? I mean, when you think about Soulfly, the themes from the early albums to now, they're different, aren't
Yeah,
they?
and it's always been like that. I think that's what makes it cool. It's never really uh, kind of follow one thing. Just kind of kept evolving and changing, um, and I like that about because that it led to more experimental stuff. But I just realized through the years, the more you play, the more you think about it. Um, I realized that the things I really like about Soulfly were kind of missing a little bit on the last couple of records, like the heavy groove, the tribal
Mm.
element. So I brought some of that back, but the record also has some modern stuff on it, like a lot of noise, man. Like I think that was the work of Zion producing and Arthur mixing. They brought like this new element of noise, uh, technology. So I think the combination of tribal and technology together, it's really interesting to me.
Yeah, yeah, I was going to say because this is the first time that Zion has produced for you for
Yeah,
the band, right?
yeah,
Um, and so I thought when I listened to it, it had a slightly different, or like you said, a more modern edge to it, and that's probably because of
yeah.
his age and um, his abilities, as you said, right?
Right.
Mm,
Yeah, his approach to it was really cool. It was a bit like very enthusiastic, very inspired. Um, Not like a big producer that has done 1,000 records and knows everything. He was the opposite of that. It's like I have never produced an album before, but I'm willing to try it. Like I'm willing to put my heart and soul into this thing and see what happens. And I think there's a beauty in that, man. That's something really cool and really primal on that, and to me, I'm always willing to take a risk. I'm always been a risk taker anyway. So for me to like give him the keys to the car, it's like, yeah, you drive the car now. Like I'm just gonna sit in the back and chill out. So that to me was cool. Again, it's a little bit of a risk, but if you don't take risk, you don't get the rewards. That's what I always said. So I like the final result. I think the final result is very interesting. Again, like I said, the the mix of the tribal elements, the percussion, the grooves with the noise, and some of the even crazy songs like Gehenna and Favela
Yes.
Dystopia.
Yeah.
They really stands out because they're so heavy. They're brutal. They're raw, really raw. And they match the record perfectly.
I was going to say those two tracks because it's very. There are points in it where it does get extremely heavy, and
Yeah,
the groove is still groovy though. I don't know how you do it. There's still that Latin groove in
yeah,
there.
yeah. We still managed to do both, but I love Gehenna. I think Gehenna is a really unusual, unorthodox track. Kind of like doesn't really make sense. Like I think the beginning of it, it's like we started with the middle of the song, and I just kind of like press play, and there it starts with everybody together, double bass screaming, guitars going crazy, um, and then there's this groove. You're right. There's a total groove underneath. And then there's a great solo by Michael Amott of Arch Enemy to put a cherry on the top.
Yes.
It's like amazing. Yeah, I love the guests on this album. I think it's really cool. Very unpredictable kind of guys too. I don't think nobody was expecting these guys on this record, and that's what I kind of like about it.
I must admit, I was about to come on to those guests. I wasn't expecting them. They're not the kind. I mean, we all know them, but
Right.
you wouldn't expect it. And it was when I was looking through the information for the album and then listening to it, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, like that makes sense though. It sort of makes sense, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things, kind of like um, I have many friends in music, and I like
Mm.
a lot of them. So how can I do something, into Soulfly that is unexpected, bring something unexpected, and that's gave birth to this idea to use guys like Michael in Gehenna, and um, you know, uh, even Todd in from Nails in Nihilist. Even is just
Mm.
one line, but it's the heaviest line on the record. Like
Yeah.
I don't believe in anything. It's just like it just doesn't give a shit about nothing.
Yeah.
Um, and then of course I love No Pain Equals No Power. It's a really standout track, I think, on the record, that it was really created from the ground up. We made it with our friend Dino Cazares,
Mm.
and Dino played with us for a while, and we knew that we are gonna do a song with him on the new record, and he came over to Arizona, hang out, and we jam out, and the song came to life. And it needed something in the chorus. I wasn't happy with it, and then we thought of Gabe Franco from Unto Others and Ben from No Warning. Both
Mm.
of them gave that spark on the chorus, so it really kind of like is melodic now. It stands out. I think it's a really cool track, man. Again, I'll put this track up against Jump the Fuck Up, or one of those classic
Yeah.
Soulfly
Yeah. It's very
early
anthemaic.
tracks.
Yeah. It's very anthemaic. It has a real bounce to it. You
Yeah,
know.
and it has a special feeling to us, a special something.
Yeah.
But again, that's kind of what's cool about this record, that there is some new stuff, that I think people were not really expecting, and it kind of hit you. Um, so yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the guest songs, but also happy with with the non-gas songs, you know, stuff like I love Always Will Be, which again is it was a borrow from you guys from
Yes.
Aboriginal, you know.
Yes.
I was in Australia watching a documentary on TV, and it was called Always Will Be,
Yeah.
and I love that. I love the words. I love what they mean. Um, so the song is, you know, although there's no words in English, I sing everything in Portuguese inside of the song.
Mm.
Um, it's one of the heaviest songs, and then again, we were using a drum machine for the first half of the song, so it's kind of like,
Ah,
you know, Nine Inch Nails, Nailbomb,
yes.
Godflesh,
Very direct.
experimental,
Yeah.
yeah, and then turns into organic in the end.
Mm.
So you know, a lot of room for experimental stuff still on the record, which is cool. I love that. We're still growing, you know.
Do you feel freedom when you sing in your native tongue? When you sing in Portuguese, do you feel freedom there?
More like it's exotic, you know. I like the exotic element. I think it sounds cool. Like a lot. I have a lot of bands that I like from the '80s that sing in Portuguese that never
Mm.
made it out of Brazil. They're big in Brazil, but they cannot play anywhere else. But there's something quite cool. I don't use a lot. Only in a couple songs. Like in the past, I have used in songs like, you know, Rata Mahata and
Mm.
Brazil and Mulambo. And then again in Chama, I use it on Always Will Be.
Mm.
Um, there's something exotic about it. It's cool. It's of course I prefer to sing in English because everybody can
Can
sing
sing
along,
along.
and
Yeah.
you know. But there's definitely something cool about it. There's an exotic, weird, you know, something
Mm.
evil. Even it's like sounds even evil a little bit. I think for especially if you don't know the language. I think if you hear me singing in Portuguese, you go, "What the fuck is this guy saying? This sounds fucking crazy," you know.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, because there's a couple of Brazilian bands that I listen to, and they predominantly will like to sing in their native tongue, and it does sound really um
Brutal.
angry. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
angry.
angry, brutal, evil. You know, and all of the above.
Which is interesting because when you listen to someone like yourself speaking in their language, it's a beautiful language when it's spoken.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to bossa nova, it's very soft
Mm.
and very chill, you know.
Yeah,
Um, and even if you listen to Brazilian rock, I listen to a lot of '80s Brazilian '80s rock. Was like they're copying U2
yeah.
and the Smiths, you know, and they sound great in Portuguese. I think it sounds killer. But then if you go to the other spectrum, the heavy side, you know, all the hardcore black metal in Portuguese,
Yeah,
that's a whole nother level uh, of brutality, brother. Like
it
that
is,
shit
man.
just comes
It
just crazy.
Yeah, I listen to a band called Crypta, and they'll do stuff in Portuguese, and it's just like, whoa. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's cool. It's a cool language. Um I've been asked to do a whole record in Portuguese by some label people. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. Maybe in the future. Maybe I'll save that for a future project. But
do a
definitely cool
side
to
one. Yeah,
sprinkle a little bit. You know, on this record, there's a lot. You know, there's Favela Dystopia,
yeah,
Always Will Be. Shama has a little bit of it.
it does.
Uh,
Yeah,
you know, it's cool. It's exciting.
yeah, and the tour's gonna be amazing because it's a great lineup. You're here in January, so it's nice and warm for you.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't even bring a jacket.
No, don't bother in January. God no.
No, yeah. Don't bring shoes. Don't bring jacket. Just shorts.
That's it. You're on stage pouring water on yourself, trying to cool yourself down.
I know. I've been there when it's that hot. It's fucking crazy.
It's brutal. It can be brutal. Although I'm sure Brazil gets like that, and where you are now gets
Oh
like
yeah,
that as well.
Arizona, very hot. Arizona
Dry.
is one of the hottest places on the world. But
It's dry though, isn't it?
we're excited for it, man. I think it's gonna be great. Especially both bands are quite different from each other. I love Nailbomb, and the
Yeah.
Nailbomb set is so precise.
Yeah.
You know, we played the record straight up like how it is, and then Soulfly, it's gonna be quite a challenge to come up with a set list. We got to play all the hits, but you also got to play some deep cuts and some new stuff. So it's gonna be quite a challenge.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you next. I mean, the set list must be tricky because 13 albums. And when was the last time Soulfly was here?
Might have been on that festival with the Deftones.
Oh gosh, that's a little while ago now.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So it's good but you're going to go with this one being a longer set because obviously it's a headlining tour. So
Yeah.
you get to play a longer set. So you've got more, like you said, more deep cuts, which will be brilliant.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, we're trying to rehash some cool stuff. Like, I really, I like Dark Ages a lot. I like a lot of fans are big into Dark Ages and Prophecy.
mm.
And of course the first three records, everybody always loved them. But there's some real deep, cool stuff we can get it from anywhere. Like if you look at the discography. And then of course there's the new
varied.
stuff.
Mm.
Another thing that might be cool we might do is play a different songs every night, so it's not the same set list every night.
I love bands that do that.
Yeah, I like it too. I think it keeps it fresh.
It does because, particularly if you're following a band, and there'll be people that will come to all three because they do,
Yeah.
and so to get a different set on those nights,
Yeah.
that's a real bonus.
Yeah.
It's just,
And on Soulfly I can kind of do that because we know so many songs. I can call them up like James Brown style,
Yeah.
like like
Brilliant.
James Brown used to do that. I think James Brown, his band knew 80 songs that they could play at the snap of a finger.
Oh man,
I'm not quite there yet, but I can pull some of those. I can pull some of those out, be like this song now, and we'll be ready. We'll be ready to play, even if it's not on the set list.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. Because I mean, one of my favorite albums is Omen. Actually.
Oh, that's cool. That's an underrated one.
I think so, because it was that period in time, that mid 2000s, where metal was a bit sort of quiet.
Yeah.
And so when it came out, it was a real sort of eye opener.
That's cool. I like that record a lot. There's so many. I mean, sometimes I go on tour in Europe and I see the comment and people, oh, I wish they would have played this song. I wish they would have played that song.
You haven't got enough time.
No, not enough time, man. But we try. We are trying. But I love deep cuts. I love finding some secret jams.
Brilliant.
So yeah, it's gonna be a fun tour. We're very excited.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for coming on, Max. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you, buddy.
It's been a real pleasure. I'm going to go get a coffee now. Try and wake up.
All right, yeah, go wake up.
But a great way to start the day, chatting to one of your heroes. It's nice. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I'll
it.
see you in Australia. All right.
I'll see you there.